Hey everyone, my dear channel viewers, are you ready for a culinary adventure? Today, I'm taking you with me on a special journey, an experience that will make your mouth water. We'll take a trip around the world, from our table, to discover the 10 most famous and beloved dishes of all time. You know those recipes that have won over the taste buds of millions of people worldwide? The ones that just hearing their names makes your mouth water and makes you daydream? Well, today we're going to talk about exactly those. I'll tell you everything there is to know. We'll discover their origins together, sometimes ancient and surprising, that will leave you amazed. And we'll reveal curious stories that you may not know, but that will fascinate you. Get ready because the world of cooking is full of incredible surprises. But before we start, would you mind giving the video a thumbs up to give me a boost and support the channel? And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next adventures. Stay with us. Let's start our journey with a timeless classic, pizza. This simple but delicious dish has a rich and fascinating history that goes back centuries. Straight from Naples, this triumph of taste has conquered the entire world. The Neapolitan city is considered the birthplace of modern pizza. Did you know that the first evidence of a food similar to pizza dates back to ancient Rome? The Romans already had the idea of cooking dough on a hot stone. It seems that the Romans used to bake a mixture of flour and water on a hot stone, then seasoning it with herbs and cheese. This was an ancestor of the pizza we know today. But pizza as we know it was born in Naples in the 18th century, when pizza makers began experimenting with new ingredients like tomatoes. This was a turning point in the history of pizza. A fun fact? It is said that the Margherita pizza was created in honor of Queen Margherita of Savoy, who was fascinated by the simplicity and taste of this pizza, with tomato, mozzarella and basil, which resembled the colors of the Italian flag. This event marked an important moment in the history of pizza. Today, pizza is one of the most loved and eaten dishes in the world with endless variations and toppings for all tastes. Every culture has added its own unique touch to this universal dish. And you? What's your favorite pizza? With so many options, there's always a perfect pizza for every palate. From Italy, we traveled to Japan to discover sushi, an explosion of flavors and colors that has won over the world with its elegance and refinement. This iconic dish is not just food, but an art that reflects Japanese culture and tradition. Did you know that the origins of sushi are ancient and date back to an old fish preservation technique? This technique was essential for preserving fish in a time without refrigeration. It was called narizushi, where fish was fermented with rice for months. This fermentation process gave the fish a unique and intense flavor. Luckily, the sushi we know is very different. Today, sushi is fresh, colorful, and prepared with top-quality ingredients. In the 18th century in Edo, present-day Tokyo, nigiri sushi was born, with fresh fish placed on a ball of rice. This new style of sushi quickly became popular. A fun fact? Initially, sushi was considered a quick and practical street food sold on the streets. It was the perfect food for those short on time. Only in the 20th century did it become a refined dish appreciated worldwide. Today, sushi is synonymous with luxury and haute cuisine. Have you ever experienced the thrill of enjoying delicious sashimi or colorful nigiri? If not, we invite you to immerse yourself in this unique culinary experience. Get ready for a taste explosion with tacos, straight from Mexico. These corn tortillas filled with meat, vegetables, sauces, and spices are a true symbol of Mexican food culture. The origins of tacos are uncertain, but it is thought that they date back to pre-Columbian times. It seems that the Aztecs used corn tortillas as spoons to scoop up food. A curious anecdote? The word taco originally referred to the miner's plug, who used gunpowder wrapped in a sheet of paper similar to a tortilla. Today, tacos are a beloved dish all over the world, with endless variations and fillings for all tastes. And you, what topping would you choose for your perfect taco? Pasta, a symbolic Italian dish around the world. Let's go back to Italy to celebrate another symbolic dish of our culinary tradition, pasta. Spaghetti, penne, fusilli, lasagna, the varieties are endless, each with its own story and characteristics. Did you know that contrary to popular belief, pasta wasn't brought to Italy by Marco Polo on his return from China? It seems that pasta dishes were already being eaten in ancient Rome, as evidenced by some writings from that time. A curious fact? The fork, an essential tool for enjoying pasta, only spread to Italy in the 16th century thanks to Catherine de' Medici. Before then, pasta was eaten with your hands. And you, what type of pasta do you prefer? Paella, a journey through authentic Spain. From Italy, we move to Spain to discover paella, a unique dish full of colors and flavors that takes us straight to the warm Spanish atmosphere. Originally from Valencia, paella started as a simple dish made with ingredients that farmers had available: rice, vegetables, rabbit, and chicken. Fun fact, the name paella comes from the pan it's cooked in, a large shallow pan, perfect for cooking the rice evenly. Today, paella is enjoyed worldwide, with countless variations that include fish, seafood, and spices. Croissant, a buttery bite of France. Get ready for an explosion of butter and flaky layers with the croissant, a French pastry icon that has taken the world by storm. Did you know that the croissant's origins aren't French, but Austrian? It is said that this pastry was created in Vienna in the 17th century to celebrate the victory against the Ottoman Empire. The crescent shape is said to be reminiscent of the Turkish flag. A fun fact, right? The recipe for the French croissant, with its characteristic buttery layers, spread only in the 19th century, thanks to the opening of a Viennese bakery in Paris. Let's go on a sensory journey to discover curry, a dish rich in history, aromas, and flavors that takes us directly to India. Curry isn't one single dish, but a general term that refers to a variety of meat, fish, or vegetable preparations, flavored with a blend of spices called, you guessed it, curry. A fun fact? The curry spice blend changes from region to region and family to family, each with its own secret recipe passed down through generations. From India, we travel to the United States to discover the hamburger, an icon of American culture that has taken the whole world by storm. Despite its name, the origins of the hamburger are uncertain and controversial. Some trace it back to the German city of Hamburg, others to the Dutch immigrants who brought the Hamburg steak to the United States in the 19th century. Fun fact, the first hamburger as we know it, served in a bun with toppings, seems to have been sold in 1900 in New Haven, Connecticut. Let's go on a journey to discover dim sum, a Chinese culinary tradition that has won over the whole world. Dim sum isn't just one dish, but a variety of small sweet and savory bites, steamed, fried, or boiled, and served in these special bamboo baskets. Fun fact, the dim sum tradition was born along the Silk Road, where travelers would stop at tea houses to rest and enjoy these little snacks. Let's end our delicious journey with a cool and irresistible treat, gelato. From Italy to the whole world, gelato is a symbol of joy, togetherness, and coolness, perfect for a refreshing treat on hot summer days. Did you know that the origins of gelato are ancient and go all the way back to ancient China? It seems that 3,000 years ago, they were already making a kind of sorbet with ice, fruit, and honey. Fun fact, the recipe for gelato as we know it spread to Italy in the 16th century thanks to Catherine de' Medici, who brought the secrets of pastry making with her from France. And with this sweet ending, our journey to discover the 10 most famous dishes in the world ends here. I hope you had fun discovering the origins and interesting stories of these culinary delights. Now it's your turn. Write in the comments what your favorite dish is and why. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next videos. Goodbye everyone, and until next time.